true, right? Because sometimes the horrible histories makes a little story out of things, presumably with historical facts to it, but it um some little voice in back of my head is saying, it's not 100% clear, but it's probably just for those who don't know watch much of my videos, quite frequently I'm quite fixated on being right, so it's probably more a worry about being wrong than anything else is playing here. So yeah, I'm just checking two things. The mic's taking up so you can actually hear me, and frames encoded. Yep, that's fine. He takes the letter from your hands. Affidenso became king very recently after inheriting the throne of his father. He explains at the beginning of this letter that he respects the North and continues the confidence of his father. He sends a messenger to the West Six, me, and another to Franca. The North Sea, he says, should be made safe and the Vikings eradicated. Wessex is the best place from which to do this, given its proximity to Denmark. Why would the kingdom of Asturias be worried about Vikings? Oh, +2, good. He looks up from the page and turns to you. My king Aldefenso is particularly concerned about the Danish, who are the ones who led the raids on his kingdom in the past. There are two particularly worrying attacks which King Alfredenso does not want repeated. The first was about 24 years ago during the reign of King Romanio, Alfredenso's great grandfather. Not great grandfather, just grandfather. When the Vikings were seen to near Curac's coast with more than 120 ships and 3,000 men. Aranmirio was quickly gathered his men in Cantabria and Asturias and sent messages to come to Galicia, where the Vikings landed to cause damage. Aranmirio was a warrior king. When the Vikings arrived, he was firmly entrenched in a stronghold, so he was able to defeat them in battle and burn 70 ships. All the same, another big Viking expedition came 10 years ago, in the time of King Ordenio, the father of the current king. The fleet was almost 100 ships. The fleet of almost 100 ships was led by Bjorn Ironside and Hasten, Rhaegar's sons. Not Rhaegar, Ragnar's sons. They disembarked in Galicia near the tomb of Santiago, and caused much damage before they were expelled. After this king Ordanio began contacting other kingdoms in the north that had been attacked by Vikings too, especially Franca and West Siax. I've no idea to say it, so I'm just saying Siax. This letter is the finale to the years of diplomatic efforts. The letter says that according to what was promised by his father, Afdenso agrees to send all 20 ships and 600 men to West Siax. The men are all veterans of the Muslim wars, fully equipped with chainmail, sword, spear, and shield. These men joining West Siax with contributions from Franca will cleanse the seas of Vikings. The letter details the route and the ports these men will use on their journey to West Siax, and asks the very noble king, Alfred Altered of Siax, I can't say these names, I'm sorry, to prepare accommodation and food for them. Do you see why the importance of this letter and why Sigurd Ragnarsson, or any Viking leader for that matter, would want to intercept it? I'd rather you tell me. Honestly, I don't care. So 600 men would allow West Siax to conquer other kingdoms. No, you're not listening to me. This army is not to be used for conquering. It is an alliance with... I was thinking, they could be misused, It is an alliance with one objective, cleanse the North Sea of Vikings. Allow me to explain. Figure that 600 veteran men from each kingdom makes 1,800 soldiers, whose sole purpose is to finish the Vikings. We're not talking about a peasant levy, but professional warriors, well trained and well equipped. This is a huge economic burden for any one kingdom, but if they are well led, King Alfred's brother, Alfred, was chosen for this. It could free the North Sea of the tempest that now whips it. Therefore, the letter is important to my mission. So Sigurd Ragnarsson made every effort to intercept it. If he can show the letter to the assembly and so demonstrate the danger it pertains to all of them, the assembly will make him king with the mission of preventing this alliance. Fine, in that case, I'll give the letter to West CX. And now he's back to 6, good. Well, we will tell King Horik that the letter was destroyed during the fight with Ethel Eriksson. Then he does not have to worry about Sigurd Snake Eye using it in the assembly. This will ensure his support for your cause. Well, let's not waste any more time, but get out of this cave. Huh. Strange phrasing. It's annoying I made him kind of grumpy there. I was making the point that it could be misused, like you're just sending troops off. But, yeah. On one side of the road, a man is waiting, sitting on a big rock. He's tall, thin, and dressed in poor clothing. Seems harmless enough. Calmly, the stranger waits until you come close. His eyes are searching through the faces of your men until they stop on you. Then he gets up and walks to you. Talk to him. Agatinos? I am sorry, folks. I cannot pronounce these names. Iasau? To your health, sir. My name is Agatinos. Are you, by any chance, heading out of this place anytime soon? I am. What concern is it of yours, may I ask? Well, let me tell you. I am an engineer who specializes in the art of fortification. If you needed a wall knocked down, I am your man. If you need a wall built back up, I am your man too. But that'll take a bit longer and cost you a bit more. It'll cost you a lot more. I am also an unfortunate man. I am originally from Constantinople. I didn't read the word before I was saying it, so I thought it was just Constantinople, but it's Constantinopolis. Far away from here. Maybe you've heard of it. The Vengarians call it Milkengard. Milkigard? A few years ago, a group of them kidnapped me and brought me here, to the far north. They made me a slave and sold me to the Jarl of Hordaland. I worked for him until a few days ago, when I finally earned enough money to buy my freedom. But after all these years have passed since I was taken from Constantinopolis, I planned simply to stay in the home of the Jarl. The truth is, I had formed a relationship with his son. The Jarl did not like that, and kicked me out. So what do you say? I see you lead warriors. If you let me join you, I'll help you when you have a siege. Are you not afraid of bandits on the roads, travelling alone as you are? He mutters something under breath as if talking to someone unseen. Well, I was not alone. And now it's you. I'm sure the bandits will run away when they see you. I suppose I can use such help. Glad to hear that. I would be happy to travel, for a change. I would like to know more about the north beyond this place. And you'll be glad to have me. Although siege work is my specialty, I reckon I can handle myself well enough in an open battle. As for besieging, I can truly help you take any place you might want. Fortresses here are rudimentary. They do not compare to the ones in my homeland. That works for me. I'll be pleased to hire you. Good. Give me a few moments to prepare. I'll be ready to move. Yeah, and I'll be ready to move. Well, that's awfully convenient. Army. I have to drop one person. This just disbanded the farmer. No need to hold on to them. Okay. We have to go here. And I think that's their capital. It appears to have the biggest text of them all. Notes. An important letter. King needs to recover Bodo's letter in order to prevent its use by Snake in the Eye. To get the Denmark Jarl's favour in the assembly. The king told you that a man of Sigurd's called Ethel has the letter. However, Ethel sailed from Rib some time ago and no one knows his fate. You should inquire with Rib Portmaster about this matter. Bodo's letter has fallen into your hands, and you've decided that you'll figure out what to do with it once you're done with the assembly and current problems. For now, you will tell the king that the letter was burned in the attack on Odin's cave, to assure him that the Jarl can't use it against him. Okay, we're not actually going there, in which case we're heading back to here. let's go here because I want to see if I can get a job from the Jarl that lives there. So, I'll tab out for a sec. Recording locally. You can hear me. I'm just getting paranoid that the mic wasn't working. And everything's taking up fantastically. Yep, all is well. I'm gonna have to call this quits soon. It's actually gone 6. I'm going to swing by this for a second. Go in here. Sorry, it feels like a moth after flying in my mouth. I've actually killed 2 before due to this. I'll be in mid-talking and they'll fly through my mouth. And because I wouldn't notice them before they fly in, only after my mouth is closed, because, you know, when you're talking, your mouth goes up and down, it closes. It was enough to kill 2 of them. Of course, I didn't actually inspect the bodies. I assumed they're dead. And I'll stop making noises in your ears. Oh god. One sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Sorry about that. It wasn't exactly the nicest of sensations. Or feelings. I paused the recording, so I just have to eyeball this for a moment. Make sure I'm actually recording. Excuse me. Yeah, all is well. All is well. Recording locally. All is well. Let's save. One's half. Make a donation. The god has sacrificed animals to appease the gods on your behalf, and pagans like me 2 more. Visit. Wonder if there's any way to, if I talk to them, will I be able to convince them to allow me could I get berserkers to join me? But apparently, if I get lucky, the gods will hear my wishes when I'm making a sacrifice. Board it up. It's night and it seems quiet. I'll inspect the half another time. I am just going to head back to here. Actually, I'm not in the boat yet. Okay. Palnai ships. Go in here. Now we leave. Go there. I'm gonna have to buy some food when I get a chance. Probably have enough for the trip back, but you know. Might have enough for, after it. But I'm glad I finally got that done there. That cave mission. That was difficult. Sadly, I didn't get to keep the sword, but I did get this sword. And I got this axe. I don't know. I think it's the other guy's sword and axe. I think I might hold on to this sword. It's actually worth a lot. Oh, good. A wound is cured. Okay, it's tempting to attack them, but I wouldn't have enough room on my ship for them. Definitely not tempting to attack them. They're pretty dangerous. Thankfully, this ship goes a lot faster than theirs can. I need to get another ship. The one issue will be that the two ships where I am is a lot slower than this one's. So, unless the game just treats them as like one object on the main map, and without slowing me down, then I could see getting into a lot more fights. I was thinking maybe it'll be, if I got a second ship, it'll be like this ship, but back here a bit. It's just following me around. You know, I kind of like the detail of, you know, the clouds are reflected on the ocean. It's kind of nice. Yeah, just sail right through land. Yeah, just don't pretend it's there at all. Ugh. Oh, goddamn, there's a few here. Landing point. Move over here. Let's get some jobs. Good to see you again. Apparently all of these would join my enemy in a battle. That's reassuring. Ah, he likes me somewhat. Okay, let's have a talk with the Jarl. About the king. Good to see you again, Palnai. Kings, Honric. Horik. We met, Ethel Eriksson. That is good news. Where was he? We found Ethel Eriksson and his men in a cave in, North Vigor, near Hordaland. Sigrun, Snake in the Eye, sent him there to hide and protect Bordo's letter. Now Ethel Eriksson and his men are dead, but they burned the letter during the fighting. You no longer have to fear that Sigrun, Snake in the Eye, can use it against you at the assembly. Ethel is dead. He was Sigrun Ragnarsson's second man, after a single Bolneck. 7 Bolneck. Wherever you go, you just leave corpses. I want Sigurd quiet, with no weapons to use against me, nor motives for revenge. I hope you killed everyone in that cave, or I may be present as a witness against you for killing Ethel. I will not be able to protect you from banishment in that case. Come on, sire. I left no witnesses. The assembly will not blame me for anything. Let's go with Sanguine. I'm not really sure on the come on, sire part, but yeah, too. Remember that I am the king when you address me. He got a little miffed over that, but it was like 2 points, and then he like loves me even more. Well, the important thing is that the letter has been destroyed. Finish what you have to do before the assembly. Any tasks? No. Let's talk to you. Meet again. Any tasks? New. Tasks. Want me to deliver to deliver something to Snottingham? Sure. Okay, let's go to Snottingham. Okay, let's see. There's Norham. Ooh, that's nauseating. Moving forward and turning. Oof. Not actually sure where this is. I think it's looking at the wrong part of the country. Okay, move here. I'll be right next to the salt mine, so I can easily, you know, offer some people up as slaves.